Skateboarding has always been a rebellious sport, or art form, or lifestyle, whatever you want to call it, so I don't think there's a concrete answer to the title of this video, but I'll see if I can provide some sort of answer in this one. The inspiration for this video is that I found a logbook that I wrote when I was a kid, so like 14 years ago when I just started skating. I had listed down 4 tricks that I saw as like pro tricks. Every pro skater had to be able to do those tricks, and those are the tricks I'll be seeing if I can do now 14 years later in this video. But that's only answering the 11-year-old me's version of how to become a pro skater. It's not really how you do it, and if you actually take the term professional, that means making a living of something. But in skateboarding, we kind of just like throw that away, and then the definition of being a pro skater is that you have your own signature board. So if your name is underneath a skateboard, you're a pro skater. The skate shop I used to ride for, called 1707, we made a signature board with my friend Jeff's name under it, so I guess he turned pro then. Even though he didn't really get royalties, it was just kind of a fun thing, because here in Denmark we're not like anything close to the American skate industry where you can actually make a living off getting royalties from a board. So it was just a little fun thing, and I think it was the plan that we all got a board like that. Steve Caballero, the inventor of the Caballero, he had a problem with this in an interview some years ago, where he actually said that if you're an amateur skater, you don't have your name under a board, but you get a salary from your sponsors or whatever, and you're able to like maybe make a decent living out of it, well, then you're pro. Even though you have an AM title in skateboarding, you're actually a professional athlete. I don't know what to think about that. I've talked about it with my dad, who's played badminton. Or badminton. How do you say that in English? It's completely different. If you just make some sort of money, then you're pro. It's not like that in skateboarding, but I do think that nowadays, in 2020, there are so many ways to become a professional skateboarder. There's so many small, like independent homie brands out there that just put their friends on, and maybe they get 20 bucks a month on a royalty from the pro board. Maybe not even that, maybe they don't even get paid at all, but basically you're pro. A very interesting snippet I took from, I think, Mikey Taylor being on the 9 Club maybe, was that he once sat down with some other athletes like NFL players, and they were talking about being pro and how much they made a year, and they were shocked to find out what like a pro skateboarder made. And Mikey just had to say, well, it's only our like top 5 skaters that make that kind of money. You know, Bam Margera and Tony Hawk selling, I don't know, 10,000 boards a month with their name under, that's a good royalty check. But otherwise you do kind of need that energy drink sponsor, you need the CBD sponsor, all of that to really be able to make it. Maybe even like a shoe on one of those really big corporation brands like Nike or Adidas. But at the same time you can kind of be flow pro, is that what you call it? Where you're basically on Nike and you're pro for some sort of board company, but you just kind of get float shoes. I don't know how that works, I must be honest guys. I'm just about to get into skating today. It's been some bad sessions lately, so hopefully we can turn that around, but I will just be trying to kind of get comfortable in my new shoes, the Lakais. I don't remember what they're called. And then we'll get into the first trick. I can't heel flip anymore. The first trick the young me cited down as a pro trick was being able to do a blunt ollie out to fagie on a quarter pipe. Is it called ollie out? I think you just say blunt to fagie, right? But yeah, let's just move over to the quarter pipe. This trick is all about commitment, so I just gotta go for it right here, and if I don't, you can unsubscribe. That's a pretty good dare I put on myself. It's kind of hyped me up to do the trick when I'm skating solo. I went for it. Alright, we're getting serious. try trick for me, but it really just makes me feel a bit more comfortable with standing in the blunt, doing the pop and all that, so I think I'm just gonna go for it. I don't know what it is with this trick. I have been able to do it for, I mean, maybe not a year, but close to, but every time I have to do one, it's just getting over that fear process once again. I've even done it with a kickflip out. I don't normally use my setup or my shoes as an excuse, but I do feel like skating some really new Lakais that aren't really broken in. I don't have a lot of board feel right now. I'm kind of blaming that because I didn't really get into the blunt stall like in a comfortable way in the beginning, I would say. Once you do feel comfortable with it, it's just kind of going for it. So I'll see if I can do it on the little bit higher quarter pipe. It's just this much taller, but it's so different. Kind of scary, but it's all about pushing ourselves. So hopefully I can push myself and get this one. I think I'm just gonna do that to start with. I don't think today's the day. I'm really not feeling it. And I was just kind of waiting for that one. I think we'll move on to the flat ground. The second one being a bit of a bonus one because I just feel like every pro kind of need to have flat ground down. They need to have some sort of level of control over the board. Does that make any sense? I just remember when I found out that Pat Duffy could switch tray, I was like, okay, that's the trick you gotta be able to do in order to get pro. Some other really great switch tray flips, Jamie Thomas for example, Chris Cole, Shane O'Neill, Paul Rodriguez. I mean, there's just too many to name here, so I think it is one you have to do, and I'll try to do it in all stances. I mean, not switch tray in all stances, but tray flip in all stances. What was that? I'm just taking that one, I'm sorry guys. I just haven't had a good session in a while, so I think that's kind of in my head, and then with also skating new shoes, it's just really not working today, so I'm kind of curious about the last two things I wanted to do. The next trick is a ledge trick, and it is a backside tail slide. Just seems like that's one every single pro just has down. Can kind of do with their eyes closed, arms behind the back, and it's a really big hurdle for me because I don't like backside grinds on anything. So just like doing that first backside 50 of the day, that's still a struggle to me. Even though I've probably been able to do it for 7+ years, I don't know. But we'll see if we can get a backside tail slide. I almost shut off the camera when I got that shinner 2 times in a row. But I mean, sometimes you just have bad sessions, and I feel like it's been a while since I've uploaded on this channel, so I kind of wanted to get some content out there for you. But I might think of doing other things than filming my own skating in the next couple of videos, because I haven't really been feeling it lately. I'll see if I can't end the video off on a positive note, me doing the front board down the 5 stair. I've always been a really big zero dude, so I just thought that you had to be able to do some sort of down rail. I don't know if you'd count the rail we have here at the skate park down the 5 stair as a handrail. I definitely would myself. I have found lower street handrails, so I think it does count, and I'll probably just go for a front board on that, since that's the easiest handrail trick, I think. But yeah, let's just see how that goes. If my board hadn't come back, I would have just ended the video. I'm so over it today. I don't... Alright. Stop thinking like this. Let's just get it. Just try. Kind of an uphill video today, I'm sorry, but I hope you still kind of enjoyed it and maybe got a little motivated to go out there even though you're not really feeling it, and try to get a little session and just have fun with it. But it's time to open up the skate park, so I just gotta say thank you guys so much for watching. I'll just be seeing you in the very next video, so until then, peace out.